Hey, what's up everybody? This is Mark with Rooted with another episode of What's Brewing. In this episode, we have another camera to unbox. That's right, we have the Canon EOS RP. So without further ado, let's quickly get it out of the box. All right, now that we have everything out of the box, let's go ahead and let's start taking a look at some of it. The first thing that caught my eye, as you saw in that video when I opened it up, was this. It's image.canon, and it's a way to connect with your Google Photos, your Google Drive, and your Google Creative Cloud. Next is the thick boy owner's manual. If you are a person who it's your first time buying this and this is your first camera, I will definitely say go through it. But don't worry, it looks like it's a lot shorter than it seems because it's in 3 different languages. Next is the good old neck strap. With the EOS R and with the previous, they had these same batteries, but with this one, it's like its own separate battery. But they did come with a charger, so make sure you did come with 1 battery and 1 charger, so you're able to at least get off the ground shooting. But as always, the pièce de résistance, the reason we are here, the Canon EOS RP. All right, so I'm looking at this camera, and it feels like a Canon, same way anything. It's got a lot less bells and whistles than the EOS R, but for the dollar amount that you get, that's what you're getting, it's understandable. But still, for what this camera is, you can still shoot at 4K at 23 frames per second. You can't do high speed, so there's no real high speed you can do in 4K, but they do have some like a 60 frame per second option in HD. But it's very simple. So just like the EOS R, the EOS RP has the flip out screen. The touch screen also does autofocus. It has the RF mount lens. So you can get an adapter. I found out since the last video that we did, I did find an adapter to adapt my old lenses to, but you can buy the RF lens to put onto that also. At the top, if we look at the top here, there's you got just a standard turn knob to switch through your settings right here. You have your shutter. You have a lock button if you need to lock your modes in place. You have your on-off switch. On the side, same thing as the previous camera. We have HDMI, data, flash, and mic. SD card isn't on this side. The SD card's on the bottom by the battery door. I say, now that we kind of like shown off the gear, why don't we go test this guy out? You guys down for that? Let's go ahead and do that. So I'm gonna go ahead and test this thing out, and we'll come back and give a little short review. So as always, let's hit the road. All right, and we're back from shooting. I gotta say, I love this camera. It's a great little guy. It really held up more than I thought it was. I did notice that it was only IPB opposed to all I, as you don't have a difference of settings. You can only do IPB in 4K, which is fine. I used the 35mm again, so I made sure I could compare the two. And yeah, it picked up everything great. It was really good in low light. I didn't have any kind of trouble finding where settings were. It wasn't complicated. I will definitely say if you're getting into getting a camera, getting a mirrorless Canon, or looking into adding a second shooter as a backup camera, I'd recommend this RP. It is a lot of fun. It is a lot of fun. So other than that, that's going to wrap it up here over at what's brewing. Please stick around on Friday for more, either unboxing, tech tips, or interviews. Until then, have a good one.